log in. I don't remember my password.
Oh, okay.
I feel like talking about it online is probably not good.
So, we decided to do this random live show. We do them every once in a while. This is the third time we've done it, right?
Yep.
And we decided to do it over here on our other channel here tonight. So we have a lot of people here already. Let's say hi to a few.
Every time Ryan gets these two boys with him, it's like a dream come true. So he thought it was very good on this channel.
So is that the Crazy Dreamers channel? Is your dream is to hang out with us, Ryan?
I guess.
That's what it is.
So we got Big Joe, retro obsessed. How's it going, retro? He actually just bought a bunch of video games on our eBay here like a few minutes ago. So thank you, man.
I hate video games. Thank you for getting them out.
Why do you hate video games so much, Pam?
Actually, you know what? I've been playing this thing.
I bought a crap ton of them this weekend. So
I don't know if this is this a video game?
Kinda. It's like a
little mini arcade thing or something.
Yeah.
We got it from Anthony over at Pittsburgh.
I think it's because I can't do video games, so they mean nothing. I can't like walk and look at the same time. It's one or the other.
You know what it probably is? It's probably that buy that Ryan did that time from the pawn shop. And he came home with what, like, I don't know, it was like 200 games or something like that. I don't know how many it was.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was like 150.
And like, I went through and he's like, how many are there? Okay, how many on this shelf? So I'm sitting there, you don't see all that, but I'm sitting there counting all these different games and the different types, and I'm checking for some manuals in certain, are they called manuals?
Yeah.
The books?
Yeah.
Or manuals in there. And then we come home, and the ones that he decided to put in the bag, there were still some that were just the case without the game.
Yeah, I didn't check them.
That's me crazy.
We sold them all, though. They're all gone.
One shelf.
Sold every single one.
Didn't he want like $5 a whack at first?
$5 a whack.
He has some crazy stuff, though.
Yeah.
He looks like
Hey, Anthony. How's it going, Anthony?
It's like a just stuff everywhere. Just stuff everywhere.
Yeah, his pawn shop is in disarray. Oh, who else we got? Oh, we got Paul. Hey, Paul.
Paul! He's here for me.
Pam likes Paul.
Sorry, guys. That's mine.
It's been a while since we've been live. Usually we do. Well,
yeah, I feel like I'm losing my virginity all over again.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm nervous, but also excited. You know.
I don't feel the excitement. I just feel like I feel like there's not a lot of upside. I feel like there's potential downside, like if I go off on some weird tangent.
Oh, and if you guys know anything about us going live, when the three of us get together, God only knows what the hell we're going to talk about or what we're going to say. So you just got to keep your ears peeled because, you know, you might have some blackmail for later on.
Yeah, whenever
Justin,
we do what?
How many of us are there? Just wondering. I think it's three.
Well, no, Pam, you're like the angel on the shoulder. You're the good one of the bunch. Like we've
forgot about Ryan, not Pam.
That covers quick.
Yeah. Pam is like the good one. She's the one that keeps Ryan grounded because otherwise.
Well,
ever since y'all got married, it's like y'all are just one being, anyways, one entity.
Right. Y'all are thrift mind, and it's like singular.
Yep.
The singularity.
He won't go live without me unless I sit right here.
Really?
Yes.
Is that for real? No, that's not true.
That is. Look at his face. That is so true. Literally, if I say, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick," just start it without me, he won't start it.
Yeah, no, I don't. I wait till she's here. I
Don't
don't want to go on without you.
Do you see that?
Oh, that's so sweet. Just wait, Ryan. In 4 years, you're gonna be looking forward to getting away.
Live.
I look high right now.
You do look a little faded.
Dude, I'm not. Like I've had one beer, and
no, you're probably just tired, man. You had a long commute the other day and been working your tail off. I'm sure you're tired.
Start using some of that CBD yet? Jeez.
No, I haven't tried that yet, and I haven't gotten high in a long time. Like, it's probably been 20 years.
Wow.
I've probably been 10, but I'm quite a bit younger than you, so that's still a significant amount of time. Ryan's been 0 times since he's been high. He's never been high.
Nope.
Ryan's a good boy, if you guys don't know. Ryan took the whole like dare, keep kids off drugs very serious.
I did. That was my motto. Dare.
There's a question from Scott Bates there in the chat. Do you guys think that there's a bubble with online marketplaces?
A bubble? What does that mean? Like is a bubble?
I'll tell you what I think it means. I think it means that, like, you see the Mercaris and other places like that. They're getting like a lot of these places are not even profitable.
Mm-hmm.
They're just running off of venture capital, right, or investments, and they're pumping like ads on TV, etc., and creating a buzz, and they're getting some traffic. But are they really profitable? Or is it just propped up by investment dollars? What happens when those investment dollars stop coming in? Are they still there? I think that's kind of what he means, I would think.
I would assume that's true then, unless you're like Amazon or eBay, right? I don't know.
Like I don't know if y'all remember a few years back, Let Go.
Yep.
Dude, they were on TV like every commercial. It was Let Go, a Let Go ad.
I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
They went hard for like 2 or 3 months. Like I think even during the Super Bowl that year. And now I haven't seen any advertising at all. I don't know if they're profitable or not. I have no clue.
Huh. Startup bubble.
Hey, Zach asked, can you all three give your opinions on selling Funko Pops? Okay, you go first, Pam.
Oh my gosh, I hate those. Those are like, it goes video games, Funko Pops.
What do you like?
Not that lamp.
He likes white walls and nothingness.
Yeah.
And burlap. See, I know your wife.
Bubble wrap.
No, burlap, man. You're all about your burlap and like mason jars.
Yep.
Yes. But
That
I wouldn't
rustic.
sell those.
No, but seriously, what do y'all think about Funko Pops?
I like Funkos.
I'll
sell them.
taking pictures of them.
Yeah.
I like them. I like them at the right price. I've had a lot of experience, and Lonnie has too, because he just did that buy. But there's a lot out there that are going to sell for pretty good money. You're talking $50 to $100, and then there's a lot that are going to sell for $5 to $10 ship. So I think unless you really know what you're getting, you have to just go in at a low buy cost. For instance, Lonnie and Ryan know about this, but I had a deal that I was trying to work out with a guy, and I actually thought my offer was fairly generous. Lonnie was actually shocked that I offered that much. He had 8,000 units. He had 8,000 Funko Pops. I offered him $2 a unit. He was trying to liquidate. He was going out of business. I offered him $2 a unit. He countered back at $285, and I just said, "Look, I don't think we have a deal here." And that was last I talked to him. But the issue is, though, most of what he had admitted, all of the chases had been pulled out. He had sold those separately with his prior business. So I knew all I was getting was comments. I wasn't paying more than $2 a unit to make like $6, $7 a pop. So it really depends, I think, on your buy-in cost on those things.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing, though, man. Like with that kind of question about Funko Pops or anything like that in that kind of price range where you're spending $1 or $2 or whatever a unit, and then it's going to sell for on average maybe $10. For that kind of stuff, just buy 100 or 200 and give it a shot. Take a good whack at it. See how you like it. If you don't like it, don't do it again. If you just love it, if you're like a pig in slop, then maybe start really like going after that stuff. Like that's how I figure stuff out, is like, just try it, like you're not going to get hurt buying Funko Pops. What's the worst case scenario?
Unless you like think you have a lead on something and you go buy like 200 at retail, then you could get pretty screwed.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, things change when you start talking about retail arbitrage.
Right.
The numbers all change. The profit margins change. The buy-in costs change.
I mean, I think a lot of times, like the margins there, like, I do a little bit of that stuff, but the margins, what people a lot of times don't talk about is it's like 10, 20, at most maybe 30% net. A lot of times you'll hear, 50%, but that's not, assuming fees and stuff. That's based off the buy price to what it's going to sell for, not calculating any fees or storage costs or anything like that. So You know, margins are a lot thinner than like stuff you're going to go and get at garage sales, estate sales, that kind of stuff. I think all in all, I mean, I think like in an ideal world, like the whole private buy thing is like the way to go if you can, you know, make some reliable contacts. But estate sales and garage sales, I still feel are probably your best chance, and it's particularly estate sales for like higher dollar flips. But you might have to come out of pocket a little bit more. But Lonnie, you're proof of that. You know, some of the stuff you've been buying lately at estate sales, you're paying up a little bit, but you're, you know, making quite a bit of money on each sale.
True, but then we all three, like we talk a lot. We all four, excuse me. No, but Pam wasn't there because Pam had like work or something. You had continuing education this past
yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. I had to learn about diseases. Not touching cash, actually.
But we all three had the experience where we went out to garage sales and we all three killed it at garage sales. Like I still will say that garage sales are the number one way to get the most bang for your buck, like regardless of your sourcing budget.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like I was doing the numbers yesterday, and I think I ended up spending like $67 altogether yesterday. And there's like 6 items that are going to cover everything, get me to profit just off that one sale. You know what I mean? So even when you're doing the private buy stuff, you're not going to get those kind of margins.
Yep.
I remember when Justin was telling us about the yard sales, and you and I were nervous about going.
It's crazy. Like, I know we
And
just
now
started.
we're like, no.
This is our first
we don't want it to
year
be over.
really doing it. Yeah. It's like crazy how fast.
Flashback Fine said, I think because you guys had such a strong amount of viewer purchases, it helped the sell-through rate of the Funko quicker than one might experience who doesn't have that extra source of consumers.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, I think if we disagree with that, then we would be liars.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're not going to lie.
Yeah, like when you made that Funko buy like a month or so ago off the viewer, you sold through those things at an alarming rate.
I think it was like 3 days. So, but in my defense, I will say like a year ago, I was not selling to viewers at all.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was doing $10,000 to $12,000 a month on eBay without selling to a single viewer.
Yep.
You know, so viewer sales are awesome, but honestly, like most of the viewer sales I do, with the exception of that Funko buy and some of the higher dollar Batman type stuff, most of the viewer sales, there might be a lot of them, but usually they're smaller sales. Mm-hmm. They don't usually account for a high percentage of the total revenue. Sometimes they do though.
And I think it too is just a lot of times people enjoy. And I mean, I get it, you know, I send stuff to you guys before and whatnot. I think it's fun sometimes just to kind of be a part of the channel in a little bit more intimate way. So like I know all of us, you know, we thank the people just like you should. You know, if it's a viewer, of course I'm going to thank them when I'm pulling the orders since I'm filming that anyway.
You better, buddy.
Yeah, I think, yeah, or you might get a neutral feedback for no damn reason. But yeah, so I think, you know, people kind of like that, you know, feeling a little bit more a part of the channel that they enjoy anyway. You know, it's kind of it's a cool way to show support. You get exactly what you paid for. There's no snake oil being sold, right? If you buy a Funko Pop from me, you're going to get the Funko Pop you ordered. I'm not making promises that you're going to, you know, have a yacht and quit your job, right? So,
like I'm getting roasted. Sierra Cummins, have more appreciation for viewer sales, Lonnie. Tut. I do. I appreciate viewer sales.
No, without a doubt. Yeah, I love the viewer sales, but to Lonnie's
I mean, am I supposed to like start worshiping you or something, Sierra? Is that what you want? Because I'm not going to do that. But I appreciate whenever somebody does business with me. I truly do appreciate it.
Right. Like I'll tell y'all, y'all see it in probably tomorrow or Tuesday's video, but I sold a video game today. Yeah, I'm going to get roasted here in a second. I showed you to Lonnie and Ryan. I sold a video game today for $2.75. And you know what? Is that going to put a pack of ramen on my stove? No. But I appreciate the business that was given to me, even on a $2 sale. So, I mean, whether it's $2 or $500, a sale is a sale and a customer is a customer. And I think you got to keep that mentality.
That's not true. That's not true, dude. Like I call BS on that. A sale is not a sale. Like if you sell 3 things for $5 and you sell 1 thing for $500, those are not equal.
No. That's not. All right, no, I don't mean it like that. I'm not meaning that in a monetary sense. I mean it from a customer like experience perspective, right? So like you're gonna give the same treatment to, let's say, a viewer, right, that buys a pack of $6 cards from you. You're gonna give them the same treatment as someone that buys a $40 hat or shirt or whatever the hell, right? Like, you know, maybe if it's a $600 statue, it might be a little different, but you get what I'm saying?
Wait, they were. I just got punked. Apparently, you just butchered my name, all caps. Heron is how you pronounce it. I will submit that there is no way I'm the first person to ever mispronounce your name.
No, I was thinking.
I would say.
Has anyone ever pronounced your name correctly ever? Like without you saying this is how you say my name? Like, oh my gosh, you poor thing. Like that. Like you must have to correct people every single time they say your name.
Sierra is how I would say it.
I think that's how I said it. Irish name. Well, maybe in Ireland they know how to pronounce that. So.
Yeah, us dumb Americans aren't going to get that one right.
Ryan, you may have to take this down after we're finished with the stream.
Not a problem.
wait, have we already gone that far?
No, but we might. Depends on how many of these we drink, I think.
Yeah, guys, like if you guys have never seen any of those, we decided to do a thing shows. We do them spare of the moment and with zero agenda. And we just talk about whatever. We drink some Trulies and
we don't come on here with any sort of like topic, and we don't discuss it beforehand. We don't have a bullet point presentation prior to the show. We just come on here and hang out and joke around, have fun, talk about whatever y'all want to talk about.
We're not launching like a course or like a are we launching like a Patreon or something like that tonight?
What's a Patreon?
That's where well, actually a lot of YouTube channels do it like in other niches where, you know, they produce content and then their supporters will contribute to them via Patreon. It's usually like $1, $5 a month, something like that. And then maybe they get a little something extra. You know, maybe they get to see content earlier or extra videos. And that's how that works. It's like a supporting the artist kind of thing. But in our space, some people use Patreon as kind of like a paid
training
kind of.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, I'll be the first to tell you. I'm like, if you can learn anything from me, that's awesome. But like, I'm not like an expert or of anything. I think it's dangerous to claim to be an expert in anything because there's always stuff to learn.
Yeah, we're all just sharing. I think we're all just sharing our journey on our YouTube channels here.
Yeah, I mean that's my thing is I just want to share my journey and you know, let you guys into my world of reselling, show you what I'm doing and just kind of be open and, you know, have fun with it. You know, I don't if you guys watch my channel, you know I don't take myself very seriously. I said blowjob the other day in a video.
Yeah.
So anything goes.
I'm pretty sure it's not allowed on the Crazy Dreamers channel. Damn, this is your channel, right?
That's the only dream you're not allowed to have.
Sucks to be Ryan.
Told you, dude. As soon as you get married.
Yep. What'd you say I do, man? That's like the chastity belt clamps on. All right, how red are they on the scale?
Pam, this is your channel.
What?
This is Pam's channel, right? That we're on right now, right?
Yes. Yep.
So Pam, this used to be like a channel where you would just like, it was kind of cool because you would give like perspective of like the videos y'all do on Thrift Mind, but it would be from the Pam perspective.
Yes, or the behind the scene things that Ryan would like take out.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you, I really like this channel that we're on right now. The video the other day that y'all put up of you cooking dinner, dude, I was in stitches, and I knew that story already before the video hit. I was still in stitches. I made Gabby watch it, and she was like, "Oh my god, poor thing."
I feel so bad for those chickens. Like all 5 of those chickens died, or they're legless somewhere out there.
Yeah, they died. They're not legless. They're definitely dead. But
yeah.
Well, they still like lay eggs if they didn't have their legs. They're just stuck there, right? Because they still have their egg hole.
Oh wow, this is a Man, you see, this is the kind of question that can get us in trouble right here.
I don't care. I'll say it. I think if someone's claiming to be something and they have nothing to show you to back it up, why are you listening to them? That's my opinion. I'm not speaking for anyone else here on the panel. It's just my opinion. I mean, y'all can go and see when I have crap. I haven't had a great weekend. You can go and look at that. It's verifiable, right? Like, I feel like it's important if you're talking about selling, right, reselling, and you have a YouTube channel primarily about reselling, then you sure as hell better be showing sales, because otherwise, like, I don't know.
It'd be like if you were like a world-class surfer, right? And all you ever did was sit in your office chair and talk about how great of a surfer you were, yet nobody ever saw you surf.
Right.
Right. Or, yes, I am a chess master. Well, can we, have you play? Will you play me a game of chess? Well, no, I'm just going to talk about it. You know what I mean? It's like, I make really great pudding. Really, Lonnie? Well, send me some pudding. Proofs in the pudding, Lonnie. Lonnie.
Look, here it is. This is the perfect example. If you guys watch The Office, especially the later seasons, remember when Will Ferrell came on there? D'Angelo Vickers.
Oh, I hated that part.
Yeah, I did too. But remember, he was like, "Oh, I'm an expert juggler," and everyone was kissing.
Right.
And he's sitting there just like doing like this, like it's invisible balls. That's essentially what you're seeing when you see these people sit in chairs. Like, I'm a 6-figure seller. It's like, no, dude. Like, show us some numbers. Show us something. I mean, I'm not saying you have to break out I don't do that. I don't break out my GoDaddy, back in and that's my business. But you could see my stores, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Like,
you really wanted to, you could add it all up.
Right. Yeah. If you want to take the time to do it, feel free.
Yeah.
Well, here's the issue though, is that a lot of the people that don't share stores, they say, or at least what I used to hear was, I don't share stores because I have a big viewer base, and if I share my store, then people are going to mess with me. They're gonna leave bad feedback and screw with my sales and this and that. But then I think the people that do share, us three here, John Cincinnati Picker, we've proven that the benefits of added sales to actually like far outweigh any negatives. So what's the next thing? I think that people, especially on eBay, dealing with one-offs, if it's RA, whatever, I guess. But if you're dealing with like one-offs and you're not sharing, then it seems a little fraudulent, honestly.
Yeah.
It really does.
The benefits far outweigh the potential negative.
And look, if you're worried so much about like a hater coming on there and screwing up your store, simply do free returns and you can never get a negative feedback.
Yep.
And look at part-time Pickers is in the chat too. Hey, Matt.
That dude is on another level, and he's part-time.
Dude, Matt, I can guarantee you, Matt, and I can tell you he outsells me. I'll be the first to admit it.
He shares the store, dude.
Yeah,
that's how we know.
Matt outsells 90% of the people you see on YouTube, guaranteed.
Yep.
Without question, especially when you consider his cost, his buy-in cost to what he's selling the stuff for. I mean, his margins are astronomical. I mean, I look at his store. Matt, I'll admit it. I stalk your store at least twice a week.
Yeah. Dude, there are some people that are like you watch them and they're like really good, solid business people. We can kind of identify those. And then there are others that are, and Matt is I think he is, but Matt is one of those people that I classify as just a great picker.
Yep.
Matt is like a really great picker. I think that John Cincinnati Picker is a great picker. Another picker that I think is like really, really good is KP Trainham. I think he is a great picker, Mm-hmm. But Matt is awesome. Like he bought like the range of things that he buys.
Yeah. And not just that, man. I mean, I don't know when the man sleeps. I mean, the dude probably lives more than I live in a week. He does YouTube practically full time. I mean, I look every day. I'm getting a notification just about every single day from him. And he works a full-time job that requires a lot of times more than 40 hours a week. Now, I'm not going to go into what his job is, but I mean, trust me, it's a stressful job that he has. So I just don't know when the dude sleeps, man. He must be like getting some good Adderall or something.
You were doing great till that very last part, dude. I'm sure he's not like using PEDs or anything.
No, I mean Adderall is a legal medication. It just helps you not. I used to be on Adderall. I would if I was still on Adderall, man, I would be like tripling my sales guaranteed.
So is that going to be the new thing? Like YouTube resellers on PEDs?
Who knows? I've been up all day.
No, of course, Matt's not. I mean, I can't say these days. I don't know when he sleeps. Like the guy has a family. He works full time.
Do we have a title now? Do we have a title? How does Matt do it?
Yeah.
Is Matt a natural picker?
I think Matt is like a robot, dude. Like he just goes out. He plugs himself in like 3 hours a day, and then he just gets right back to
Yeah.
Okay. Matt says just strong coffee. Okay. Yeah, that's what A-Rod said. Wow. All right, next question.
Man. Actually, I want to talk about something real quick. Justin, you started a second channel as well, didn't you, today?
I did, yeah. But it's not reselling related at all, like whatsoever. So if you only care about reselling stuff, don't bother looking at it. The channel is going to be basically, I'm a huge horror movie buff, so it's going to be me kind of like doing a lot of like, the first video I put out today is 12 minutes long, and I spent 4 hours on it. So it's definitely going to be something I got to figure out where I'm going to find the time to do it. But I did put out a video on that channel today. It's called RVA Gorehound if you want to check it out. It's on the suggested tab over on my channel's like homepage if you want to see it. But yeah, it's only about horror movies, so if you don't care about that stuff, don't even bother looking at it.
I don't care about horror stuff, but I'm gonna watch it because I like Justin.
Well, that works too.
I'll do what I want though.
I just threw the link in the chat for everybody.
Oh, thanks, man. But yeah, I put out the first video today. I was actually talking to Ryan like at 4 o'clock this morning, sending him the script because if you guys don't know, me and Ryan both get up obscenely early in the morning. So I was like, "Hey, Ryan, I've written the script. Can you see it?"
I was like awake, like half awake. I'm like, whoa.
Justin, you're the reason why I have to wear sleepies on my eyes. Because his phone like is the brightest, probably as bright as this light that's in front of us.
Oh man, that's funny.
Is it though, Justin? We're gonna have words after this.
Oh gosh, Pam's gonna make us all get separated, Ryan.
I know.
She's gonna be the Yoko Ono of our.
Oh no!
You don't want to be that. That's bad, Pam. I don't know if you know who Yoko Ono is, but that's
I don't know. Is that like Godzilla?
No, that's like the woman that broke up the friggin' Beatles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ryan's wife.
Wait, who do I get to be? Am I like?
I think you would either be.
I'm gonna be Lennon.
You can be Lennon. That's fine.
Except for the getting killed part.
I'm Ringo because I'm a drummer.
I'm whatever else, man. I'll just be. I don't want to be McCarthy.
Don't be Paul.
I'll be the other dude, but I don't want to get stabbed to death.
Ace though, right? So you kind of have to be.
Yeah, crap. Oh yeah, I'll be McCarthy. Well, I'll be McCarthy prior to the replacement because the whole rumor that he died and then he got replaced and
yeah.
I'll be like the OG McCarthy, not the one that's alive.
McCartney.
What's that?
McCartney, not McCarthy.
Sorry, man. Look, I'm not even drinking Truly. I thought I grabbed 2 Trulies. I got a Henry's and a Truly.
Oh, okay. All right.
The Henry's is pretty good, huh?
It's okay. It has less calories, 85 calories in the Henry's. So this has 100, and it's the same size.
Got a little bite to it, huh?
It does. This is the pineapple. Dude, these are strong. And the thing with these are they just taste like flavored water. So it's very dangerous. There's like no alcohol kickback to it at all.
That's true.
Pittsburgh said, Lonnie, if you had to start a second channel, what would it be? Actually,
funny you asked that.
Anthony, Garage Flips is my second channel. So it would be all about reselling. Now my first channel is called what is it called?
Garage Geek Guy.
Oh yeah, I changed the name a couple times. It's Garage Geek Guys.
I'll throw the link in the chat for that one too.
I like how you know your channel better than you do, Lonnie.
Yeah.
I am telling you, that channel has some good videos. There's a video on that channel of Lonnie killing a bunch of bees in a full bee suit. It's great. He's wearing a full bee suit. He has this jug of gasoline.
No, dude, it's a chem warfare suit.
Oh, okay.
Even
And a
better.
gas mask.
Even better.
Yeah. He's wearing a gas. Yeah, and he's like, all right. And he goes and he's like dumping gasoline down the holes of these bees. He's like, that's right, bees, you're done. It's this big like production. It's
You
should
should come over and get the
That
wasps
video
out at our house.
I know. That video got like over 100,000 views too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after you get done doing that, you need to go to that channel and find him cooking up some crawfish.
That's a good one. That
Other than pull orders off of shelves, believe it.
Yeah, you don't live in the shed, right? You're not just like constantly just doing this all day.
I don't think I've ever.
we've never had crawfish. That's not really a
What is
northern
it
thing.
like?
It's basically like think about lake roach. That's what it is.
No.
Have that.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
It's like a lobster,
Yeah. Okay.
but it's a lot smaller.
Kind of like a roach.
But you saying that because it's a bottom feeder? Is that what-
Yeah, it's like, dude, shellfish is literally the insects of the sea.
Okay, so are lobsters though, then, right?
Yeah, dude, I don't mess with any of it, man. Crabs are spiders, like crawfish are roaches. Shrimp are also kind of roaches.
The crawfish taste like shrimp because they're like similar in size.
No, they don't. They don't really taste. They have a similar texture. I would say they're a little fishier,
Okay.
Oh.
but
You suck the brain out too, right, Lonnie? Like you suck the head out.
really you're just sucking the juices that they boiled in whenever you do that. But you might get a little brain whenever you or a little or whatever's in there, fat or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, they're good. If you ever get a chance to try crawfish, man, whew,
I would love
How many do you have to eat? Like, what's a meal?
I would say about 5 pounds. But
Oh, jeez.
but that's including the shells.
Yeah. There's not a lot of meat per unit.
They're probably about like you might get 10% meat,
Yeah.
by the time you throw out all the shells and stuff. So
Yeah, it's like even less than what you get out of a crab, like a soft shell crab. You know what I mean?
Do they walk around like before and you have to put them in the hot water?
yeah, I have a video you could watch, but they're all like you buy them by the sack. Usually buying about a 35-pound sack, and they're all
I don't know if I could do that.
Just
I
like
feel
lobsters.
bad.
You boil them alive.
Yeah.
you bring the water up to a boil, and then you dump them in.
Yep.
Alive. And yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, check out that channel if you want to watch. If you never have experience.
There's some great videos on there.
Maybe I'll make those.
Garage Geek Guy needs to make a comeback.
I think so too. Those videos, like I enjoy the reseller content, but maybe I need to branch out a little bit again.
Yeah. It's fun to branch out every once in a while.
What is
Like this
that?
channel. We can do whatever.
What is that show when they were in the bathtub with the crawfish?
The TV show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
With the guys with the beard and they do the ducks.
Oh, those are from Lonnie State, right? Wait, are they?
No, the Duck Brothers, Duck Dynasty. That's not Louisiana.
That's Louisiana, yes it is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
You guys got all kinds of TV shows down there.
It's not that close. It's not that close to me though. I think they're up in. Well, where are they? I think they're up in North Louisiana or something.
So
I'm not a hunter, so I don't really.
I think the next video, Lonnie, for Garage Geek Guy, your great comeback video, is you wrestling an alligator. I know you can do it down there.
I would love to see that.
I want it after. I love alligators. They're my favorite.
Have you ever had that? Have you ever tasted it?
I ate alligator
No.
on accident. Someone told me it was chicken, and then I cried because I ate my favorite animal. But it was good. It was a little food.
What's it taste like? I never had it.
It tastes like chicken. But
Somebody
it's
told me it
chicken.
tastes like scallops.
No. What alligator tastes like chicken, except maybe a little gamier.
It's definitely chewier.
And it's chewier because most people don't know how to cook it correctly. Like most people just cook the heck out of it, and it's like overcooked and chewy.
Here in Virginia, anywhere that serves it, they fry it, and it's not very good.
Yeah, it was deep fried. I thought it was
Yeah.
a finger, but it was like really small.
What about frog legs? Frog legs are good.
Frog legs are delicious, but it does taste like chicken.
On the cruise we're going on, they offered frog legs one day, and
Yeah, I
like,
didn't eat them.
no. Ryan doesn't like fishy taste though. He
Yeah.
doesn't like fish. He likes shellfish, but not fish.
Frog legs probably aren't fishy though, are they? Or are they?
More chickeny. I mean, I haven't had them in a long time, but
They're like dark meat,
yeah.
but even darker. Like
Ryan doesn't like that then. He likes it.
it's extremely like moist and tender and juicy and just like really flavorful, really good.
But you need like 25,000 frogs to fill you up because they only got little meats on them.
What do they do with the rest of the frog?
Dude, that's a good
You
question.
have to skin it. You skin a frog.
I mean, you never hear of frog bodies, so
I just think of like coming across like a outside of a restaurant, right? And like there's of a bunch of like legless dead frog. They're just like they almost you can mistake them for like like little like tennis balls or something.
I don't dumpster dive right there.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of many reasons I
don't dumpster dive at a seafood restaurant.
Oh my god. Or a Chinese restaurant, unless you like seeing dead animals like cats.
Can we get a cooking with Lonnie show, please?
Lonnie, if you did that, I would totally try to go step by step. You would be my Rachel Ray.
I don't know how to cook very much, so Candace does most of the cooking. I do a little grilling and crawfish, and that's about it. So
I like cooking. I actually like cooking.
You like show off cook when nobody's here too.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like you're the cook in your relationship, Ryan, and Pam cuts the grass.
Isn't that
Pam eats. Pam's the eater.
Yeah. Yeah, Pam owns the lawn today.
Yeah. She also didn't she get attacked not that long ago by like a bunch of bees or hornets or something?
She did. Yep, there was some ground hornets.
They were they were yellow jacket.
Yellow jackets. They were ground ones though.
Yeah.
I sprayed them with like the spray stuff. Killed a bunch of them. They're gone now.
Punch's Resale said, when we frog gigged, we cut legs off and let body go. They can grow more legs if cut right. Really?
Oh, that's gigging frogs, right?
Yeah, but where's the frog gonna go? And it can't eat if it's just there.
I think it'd be more fun just to kick it. Like a hacky sack, you know what I mean?
Like I can picture the sound it would make.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine doing it in a pair of flip flops.
And those frogs are big, man. Like I don't know if y'all realize like these just the body would be the size of your hand or bigger.
Dude, when I was a kid, the dog that we had, he would go out like when we would take him out to the country or whatever. He would go out there and eat frogs. Like he would find them and he would just like swallow them whole. It was gross.
She did that.
Suggesting you would eat a frog leg?
Yeah, I have.
What is so much worse about a shrimp than a frog leg?
The frog leg won't send me into to the hospital.
Are you allergic to shellfish?
Yeah, unfortunately, I found that out on my honeymoon. I used to actually love like shrimp and crab legs, and so we went to the Outer Banks in North Carolina for our honeymoon when we got married, and we went to if anyone knows about the Outer Banks, we went to Salmon Omi's, and we got some what did we get? Oysters and crab legs and shrimp. And about 6 hours later, man, I was just stuff was coming out of both ends. Like I had one end in the bathtub and one end in the toilet, and I thought I was dying. This is the very first night of my marriage. You know, it was like we were doing.
Oh no!
Yeah, dude, it was horrible. Like I was so sick. Gabby had to call like the person that owned the hotel, and they got me prescription strength not aspirin, Benadryl to like because I didn't want to have to end up in the hospital or something. But I was like freezing cold, like losing fluid, like really bad, like super dehydrated. It was not a good situation.
That's scary.
Sounds pretty.
What for you to find that out?
Yeah, it was, and like here's the thing: I never had issue with it prior to then. Like that was a matter of fact. When we were planning the wedding, we were thinking about doing shrimp as like one of the things we served at the after the wedding. So we didn't do that, but yeah, I mean. Oh, and then on the same honeymoon, I got a MRSA infection on my leg from a spider bite when we went hiking.
Oh my! Oh what?
Where did you
go?
The Outer Banks. It's like well, like we went to the Lost Colony and like hiked around there, like where the Lost Colony supposedly was. And I know why it's lost. It wasn't lost. They left that MFR because it's just filled with mosquitoes and spiders, and like who the hell would want to set up camp there? It was horrible.
Yeah. Where is it? In Virginia?
No, it's in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Outer Banks, like a OBX. Out there, like Nag's Head, and then you have like have you ever heard of Cape Hatteras?
No.
Heard. I know.
I'm not a southerner.
He just wants to make sure he doesn't go there because if he couldn't have shrimp, he probably wouldn't live much longer.
Yeah, I could imagine, man, living up north, especially where y'all are at.
I love shellfish. Anything. I don't like fish. Like salmon, all those kind of things. No.
If they have scales, he doesn't like.
Yeah, no.
Y'all eat a lot of lobster up there?
I don't eat it all the time, but I love it.
Is it still super expensive? Because it's crazy high here. I mean,
yeah, probably it's a lot of money.
Oh man, I'll tell you, anytime Ryan goes out like and treats himself, like he'll flex on me. He'll send me a picture of like a lobster roll, like I deserve this, and it's a picture of like this really big looking lobster roll. And I'm like, mother, you're flexing on me, man.
I did that when we went to Lone Oak last time. Yeah. I sent him a picture. I got like the biggest lobster roll they had, and I was like,
it was huge. Like there's probably like 3 lobsters on that thing. Insane.
$5.
There was one summer that whenever we would go out to eat, you would eat a lobster roll.
Yeah.
And then you ate one from D'Angelo's, and we were like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
No. You didn't have much luck on your honeymoon, man, says Lady Freebird. I guess not.
It got better after the first night, but that first night was rough. And I didn't get the MRSA infection until it didn't really develop until about 4 days once we got home. So,
okay.
Yeah, that sounds successful.
Oh, man.
Can I take a business-related question?
Go ahead.
Okay. Danny May. Lonnie, how do you determine what kind of insurance you get for your merchandise? Typically, I don't buy insurance for most stuff. Like if it's first class and under $100, even more expensive sometimes, I don't buy insurance at all. If it goes priority, then you get like $100 of insurance. If you're a top-rated seller, if you're not, I think maybe it's $50. I think it's still like that. But like recently, I shipped something that was $500 and something like the other day. I bought insurance on that. Like I just think about like what's the likelihood of it getting damaged, and how bad would it hurt me if it got damaged, and if it seems like it's pretty high up on those scales, and I'll go ahead and pay for the insurance. But mostly insurance is a ripoff. So I only buy it when I feel like I need to.
Right.
Oh, they meant for my warehouse or items on hand.
Your warehouse.
How do you determine what kind of insurance you? Oh, you mean like business insurance?
Oh yeah, I've never even asked you that. You have insurance on the you must have insurance on the shed.
I do. I have insurance. You need to call your insurance agent, and they can hook you up with that. So.
Okay.
How's it going? Pick and roll. Good to see you, dude.
Hello, Steve.
Or then in other cases, like if you have, like Justin has most of his inventories in storage units. A lot of times they have some kind of insurance. I'm sure. Do you pay for something there, Justin, or?
Yeah, I pay insurance on both units. It's like an extra like $15 a month.
It's pretty business insurance is pretty cheap. I don't go too far into that kind of stuff because it's going to be like it's not a one size fits all kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now, if you get really caught in a bind, you can call like a separate insurance, like for your home. Like you can extend your homeowners policy or something, but only do that if you're in a real bind. Like other than that, like your normal homeowners insurance, if you're not storing a whole lot of inventory at your house, it should cover the items that you have in your house.
It won't cover. Like that's the thing, though. You got to be careful with that. Like normal contents type homeowner stuff. If something happened out here in the shed, I'd probably be screwed.
Do you have a separate, like I know for our house, like we have a little tiny shed, and like we have it like I'd say like $20,000 for the pre-existing like second structure.
Yeah, that would be like a rider or whatever.
Right. That would be like if the actual building was damaged to get the building replaced. But I think though if it's like I don't know, like I probably keep only about $2,000 or $3,000 in inventory at the house. It's mainly just clothing and it's not real high dollar,
So, like, for example, Lonnie, when you got robbed last year, was that like an insurance claim because you got robbed?
I claimed it against their insurance that I bought. I was paying for insurance from them.
Yep.
So that claim went against that policy, not homeowners. So.
Right. Okay.
or business insurance. So.
What insurance do we have? You have insurance on the house, and then you have life insurance on me.
Mm-hmm. That's not business stuff, though.
You really have life insurance on me?
No, I don't. I don't think I do. Do I?
You have life insurance? Don't tell her if you do, man. She'll kill you.
I don't think we do, actually.
You need to get it, man, just in case, you know?
Yeah.
At least enough to bury your ass, you know?
He'd take the escalator
I don't think it's
himself and just bury it.
I don't think it's that expensive either. Really.
No, it's not. I mean, for you, you'd probably be looking to do like a term life or something, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Like your age group, you're healthy. You don't smoke. You know, you would be probably in the lowest risk category there.
Maybe super cheap.
All right, so there's a question in the chat. I'll go ahead and answer it from Frankie. He says, Lonnie, how can I get your autograph? So I think, Lonnie, correct me if I'm wrong, but no matter what someone buys from your store, like you send like a hand-signed card. I know I've gotten it with every order I've done from you.
Yeah, as long as I know it's like a...
Yeah, you just have to know it's a viewer sale.
No, actually, I send them out with... I know y'all do something simple. Like, Ryan, do you have cards now or not?
We don't. Well, we only give... we only put notes with like viewer sales. We'll handwrite a note, but we don't have like cards or anything. I should get some.
But yeah, I send out one of these cards, and like even like any order that I get, I send one of these out, and I'll write like if it's a random, I'll write "Thank you!" ! Lonnie, and then if it's a viewer, I'll write a little more. But
and if I do it a little bit different. I have cards too. Right. A lot of you guys probably have seen, no, that's not the right card. Anyway, that's my sourcing card. I'm glad I didn't turn that around because my phone number is on it. Anyway, I have cards too, but if it's a random sale, I don't write anything on it. I'm bad. But if it's a viewer sale, I always write kind of a little personalized message.
We should get them.
But I don't always know that it's a viewer sale, though. That's an issue.
Exactly. Right. Sometimes if they don't leave a message or like, you know, the best way to let us know, I think, is the add note feature. Because like as soon as you're pulling the order, you see it. If I don't see that a lot of times, I'll miss it, and I don't mean to. It's just, you know, I get a ton of eBay messages. Unfortunately, I get a lot of messages too, and I'm sure you guys experience this. I'll get messages from people that just want to like connect or like just talk about something random, and it comes through eBay Messenger. And so a lot of times, a lot of my messages on eBay, they just get lost in the shuffle because I just get inundated with so many messages there. So the best way for me to know is that once you purchase an item, you can add a little note to the seller on the actual like checkout screen or whatever.
Yeah. Quick story about that.
I put our thrift mine email in the description of our video so people can contact us through there instead of on eBay when it's not something business related, or if it's something not related to something in our store, you know what I mean? Because
for me, I mean, that's kind of like one of the reasons. Like, I wanted to kind of have a nice little spot for people to hang out and it not be taken too serious. But I also created a Facebook group for that reason. That's the best way to kind of get in touch with me. You can tag me in there if you're in the Facebook group. And I think Ryan and Pam and Lonnie, all of these guys are in that group as well. So the Facebook group is always a good way to reach out. Plus, if we don't have a chance to answer you right away, you have 3,000 plus other people that can provide an answer. So
yeah, you could crowdsource the answers.
Right.
And
I mean, I know.
Amazing people know.
I've done that from time to time. If I don't know something, especially like I'm part of that action figure identification group. And if I come across something I don't know what it is, I'll post it there. And, crowdsourcing is a good thing. You can't just rely on one person to answer your questions.
I get help on YouTube videos all the time. I bought something yesterday. Let me grab it.
I think that's something that happens to us. We get like questions on items that we haven't listed yet or something on other items on eBay, and then it's hard for us to like go back and try to find those things because we get so many notifications and messages.
Right.
Like the email's just easier because then at least we have like a list of like people that are specifically trying to ask us something. It's hard once you have like too many places to look.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, email.
Right. Like I'll tell you all straight up, like I don't use Instagram. Like I have Instagram. I have it linked in my thing because that's the thing to do, but I don't use it. Like I very rarely even look at Instagram. I just usually when I get on Instagram, it's just a bunch of people posting hustle memes, and that just bores me. So, you know, I don't mess with Instagram. It just seems like a way to boost your e-peen or something. I don't know.
Your what?
Your e-peen, like, you know. Like,
I got it.
Yeah.
I know I'm older, dude, but I understand that one. But anyways, I showed this in a video yesterday. I picked it up at a yard sale, and they told me when I bought it, it was like a grate for a heater or something. It's like a heavy cast iron.
So the singer machine pedal?
Yeah, who knows? Like anything like that, right? But I showed it on the video, and they were like, no, that is a footrest for an antique barber chair.
I would have never guessed it. I mean, it looks cool as hell, but I had no clue what it was. I thought it'd be something you almost hang, you know?
What's it say? Theta cock?
Whoa.
What?
Theo A. Cox Company, Chicago.
Oh, it is Cox. All right.
Yeah, it says Cox.
All right.
Bam, can you read it? Can you
All right, guys in the chat, I need everyone to stay mature here. It's really a last name.
Oh.
It might be pronounced Cokes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Cox.
No, yeah.
So,
anyways, but it was cool though because viewers told me, and like, I didn't know. Although I probably would have figured it out if I would have typed that into eBay. I hadn't. Like, I know with y'all too. Like, whenever we're showing a lot of this stuff, it's like cold. Like, I never researched it when I bought it, and I didn't research it before I showed it to you on video.
Yep.
I know like nothing about most of the stuff.
That's happened to us.
Mark is correct in all of us. Koch brothers is pronounced Coke.
Coke.
So it's not cock at all. Get your mind out of the gutters, people.
That's happened to us a bunch of times, though. Like, we'll show something on video that we don't know about, and then somebody will tell us what it is. It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, Ryan will post the Saturday video, and then he hasn't looked it up yet, and then we'll have, like, all these comments saying what it actually is.
Yeah.
It saves him a lot of homework.
Yeah.
It's really cool, and that's why, like, you know, when I'm in the Facebook group, if I see something that I absolutely, if I don't know an answer, I'm not going to reply. It's not me being a jerk. It's just I don't want to give wrong information. You know, whenever you're in the public spotlight, you just have to be careful of that because the minute you do, you're gonna have like 100 people coming down your throat. You know what I mean? So if I know the answer, though, a lot of times, like in the Facebook groups or whatever, I'll because like I get so much, like, you know, you guys are saying from the viewers that I try to pay it forward when I can, but I do have to make sure I know what the hell I'm talking about. At least like 99%.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know. Or just tell everyone Lonnie knows it.
No.
Just send them all Cincinnati Pickers way.
Yeah, go ask John over at Cincinnati Picker. He'll help.
Yeah, if you have a question, hold on a second. Here you go. I'm gonna plug our friend here for that. If you have a question, ask this guy.
Yeah. John is like the most helpful guy ever when it comes to like figuring out things. Like,
he probably wouldn't mind if I gave out his phone number, huh? Helpful lad.
Tell you what it is. He gives you like a history behind it too.
He's so helpful. Like we got a few months ago, we got that. He basically authenticated an autographed baseball for me one time. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's real." You know, it's like, cause you know, like he's really good with sports stuff. Yeah,
that's what's cool. Is like once you get to know a lot of people, you start to like. There's certain things I will ask Justin about, and there are certain things I would never ask Justin about.
Sporting stuff being one of them, right?
and Ryan's the same way, and we're all like, you kind of create a network, and you know,
yeah. And I'll tell you, like for instance, a lot of times when I get these like electronics, I don't know how the hell to test them. I'll hit up Lonnie because Lonnie is very smart when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like he's a very tech savvy guy. So. Sometimes. No, I mean, you know what's up. I remember that one time I was trying to test a Shure microphone unit, and I didn't have any of the right stuff to test it with, and you were like, "Well, you have two options," and I went with one of the options, and we'll just leave it at that.
How'd that work out?
It worked out fine, both units, no issues.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I rolled the dice and I won, but that's not a great game to play.
Yeah, sometimes you lose though.
Yeah, you do. But I was fully prepared that if I did, it would have been I'm sorry, full refund, keep the unit out, you know, that kind of thing. I had 25 cents in them, so I wasn't too worried about it.
That little TV you have, Lonnie, for testing, that thing is sweet.
Yeah.
Testing the Wii's with that thing?
Yeah, this little guy here.
Does that have HDMI?
No.
Okay.
It's got just AV, inputs or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, this is a TV he's talking about. It's got a little kickstand on the back. And actually, this little kickstand comes out, supposedly. And yeah, there we go. And then it actually has that's the little RCA inputs on the side.
Yep.
And it's perfect for testing VCRs, video game stuff, all that. And it has a internal battery.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
That
So you're not always having to have it wired and worry about where you're going to plug it in at.
Yeah, although I plug it in. But
yeah.
This thing, and it's so small. I love it.
Pull it out, fire it up, test it, and put it away. It's great.
Like $50. I paid $50.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
No, I'm glad I bought it.
You want one of this for your birthday?
Okay.
His birthday's on
Oh,
Wednesday.
that's right. My birthday is this week.
Oh, wait. Are you a what's your sign, Ryan? You're not a Scorpio, are you?
Libra.
Okay. See, mine's on the 20th. My birthday is on October 27th, so I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, so you're just barely in Scorpio, right?
Yeah.
Birthday, Ryan?
What's that?
When is it?
Wednesday.
This week? This Wednesday?
Yep, 16th.
Damn, dude.
Which this happens to also be Boss's Day.
How old are you going to be?
24.
God, you're a baby. Man. And if I'm saying that, Lonnie's got to think you're like a grandkid or something.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. No, one time I think during the wedding, Ryan had his dad on there or something, or maybe some other video because your dad.
I think my dad is. He's older than you. I think. How old are you?
I'm 46.
Okay, he's 50. So.
Yeah. I talk to Ryan every day. I'm like, damn, Ryan. I could so easily be. I'm not Ryan's father, but I mean, I'm older. It's not a stretch. But
what do you all use for editing? That's a good question.
Editing.
We all have the same answer.
I think she means editing our YouTube videos, and I think we can all answer it on the count of 3. Y'all want to do it?
My phone. Oops.
1.
1, 2, 3.
iMovie.
Yeah.
iMovie. iMovie is so easy to learn too.
I mean, is there better? I'm sure. Is there better editing softwares out there? I'm sure, but I think for most of what you're going to do on a reselling channel, iMovie is perfectly sufficient. You don't need to have all these bells and whistles and bright colors and loud talking and yelling, and all this stuff for a reselling video to gain traction. To me, that actually that turns me off personally. If I turn to a video and it's like screaming and yelling and super loud colors, other content I can deal with that. But when it comes to reselling, I just kind of want to see what the person's up to and hear what they had to say. It's not always have to be information, but I just want to I don't know. I don't need all the bells and whistles when it comes to my reselling content that I watch.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Danny says that's what I meant. Someone mentioned Final Draft. Okay, you mean Final Cut probably. Final Cut is basically super iMovie.
We were just talking about that the other night.
Yeah, I was thinking with the new channel, I think I may have to eventually convert, but right now I'm still editing an iMovie. But I would have to go with it would be you can ask Lonnie. Lonnie taught me everything I know about iMovie. If I can learn iMovie, because you should see some of the questions I was asking him when I first got started. Anyone can learn iMovie because I was super.
Yeah, you started at 0.
Yeah, I started at 0. Yeah,
you did, and look at you now. You edit better than me. So James Hennings asked the broadest question you could possibly ask, I think. So if you want to get a little more specific, that'd be cool. But we could start. What does it take to start selling on eBay? Wow, what a question, huh?
Okay, well, money,
time,
yeah,
money and time.
Product.
That's so true. I think that's a misconception that a lot of people come across is you do need money to resell. You can't just.
We started with what?
We started with $200.
We started with $200 and a purge.
Yeah,
honestly.
we sold some stuff that we had personally, and we had $200, and we just built it from there.
Right, but y'all were doing it like part time at first. Like I would, like y'all, I wouldn't classify y'all as hobby sellers anymore because y'all sell a lot more than a lot of full time sellers now. But and when y'all first started, because I talked to y'all, when you first started, that's how we connected. And y'all were probably you weren't relying on it as your income. You know what I mean? Like that was just kind of like F money. You know what I mean for y'all because y'all both have good jobs. And it's grown now for you guys where it's a more substantial part of your income. But, if you had gone full time, would you think you would needed a bigger investment like right out the gate?
Yes, 100%.
It was honestly just Ryan. Ryan had a crazy dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to have his own business that he created, honestly.
Yeah.
And we tried t-shirts before.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to do a t-shirt business type thing that didn't work so well. And so then we tried, Ryan's we're going to do this. And by that time I was like, no, we're not.
Isn't that crazy?
Here's
$200.
We're done.
We started this last August.
It's been a year since we started
been
on
a little
eBay,
over a year.
really going for it.
Yep. It's crazy.
And
I can't imagine how much y'all have learned in that time.
It's insane, yeah. And what I think is so crazy is Ryan and Pam's goal for the end of this year was to hit 50 subscribers on their main channel. That was their long stretch goal, 50 subs.
True story. Yeah, true story. Yeah.
That probably is not even what they were trying to ask because I haven't seen them say anything else. They're probably wondering what printer or scale they should get or something.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you would need some sort of supplies to ship. I mean, if you get caught in a bind, you can go to Walmart or Dollar Store or something. But your best bet is to order that stuff in bulk. You'll save money. If you're buying it at retail, you're losing money no matter where you're buying from.
If you're buying from Walmart or the Dollar Store, you're getting robbed.
Right.
I think we did that once in a pinch, and then we were like, "This isn't good."
Yeah, got caught in a bind.
Yeah, you need a place to store your inventory. Obviously, that's something you need.
Yeah,
you need room, where whatever that might be, whether you rent it or you already have it.
Mm-hmm.
You need. What else do you need? You need a way to print labels. You need a way. You need a way to take pictures. You need an eBay account, obviously, which is
you need a PayPal account. You need some kind of bank account. You have to have I know a lot of people. It's weird, but some people don't just have bank accounts at all, personal or business. They just don't have bank accounts.
You have to have a bank account to have PayPal because it's been a long time.
Pretty sure you do.
Do you?
I don't know. I could be wrong there. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to go and read the policy, which I'm not going to do right now. But
Mark was printing labels at the library when he started.
Oh, James says, I have a lot of stuff that I could sell. I just need to know if it costs money to use eBay to sell. It doesn't cost anything up front. It doesn't have to anyways. There will be a listing fee, but you get free listings. You get a certain number of free listings. And there's a final value fee when your item sells.
Yeah. So the best thing to do is just whatever, eBay will total it up each day for you, right? It'll say your eBay fees are XYZ, right, down in your little account thingy. And the best thing to do is just make sure you keep whatever that you're owing, keep that amount and just keep adding it. If you don't want to pay it daily, just make sure you keep that amount, or better yet, just if you have a job, you're not counting on this money as your income, just do a full-time thing. And just take it out once a month. Well, I think you do once a month withdrawals, right, Lonnie? And then just pay it at the end of the month.
I typically just let it hit, and then it's like a kick in the nads.
Yeah.
Then I move on. But yeah, but no, it's if you already have the stuff, you may have to. You might have to buy some boxes or order some boxes from USPS.com and get a scale because you got to know how much stuff weighs, and you got to have maybe some labels or some paper or some tape. Stuff like that.
Almost as with eBay too, they're not going to charge you any money until the item sells. It's not like Prairie Grit. They charge you. That's a selling platform that charges you before you even sell anything.
Wait, I've never even heard of this thing. What's that?
You haven't heard of Prairie Grit before? It's it's a selling platform that they charge. I think they charge you a flat rate or a monthly fee.
That sounds like a freaking rake off. I mean, I don't know anything about it, but that sounds sketch as hell.
Yeah, It's not like that. It's like you don't have to pay eBay a dime until the item actually sells, and you don't get the money anyway because they just take it out automatically.
Don't you get for free listings? Like if you have a store, then you have to pay for an eBay store, but you don't have to have a store to sell.
No,
like 50 listings or something like that a month.
Yeah. Now after that though, you are going to get a upfront insertion fee or like a listing fee or whatever they call it. It's like a quarter or 30 cents or something like that if you don't have a store. For me, it's 10 cents additional, but I think it's different tiered based on if you have a store, if you don't have a store, that kind of thing.
Yep. Need a camera. That's right. That's the good thing about phones, though. Is, I mean, you can literally just take pictures with your phone. Like, it doesn't matter,
Yeah, maybe you need a tape measure. Like the biggest mistake I see brand new sellers, since we're talking about getting started, the biggest mistake I see brand new sellers make is they may have a scale. A lot of them know, hey, I got to know how much this weighs. But a lot of them don't like put in the dimensions of the actual box that item will ship in. And they're always shocked when they find out I sold this thing, they paid me for it, and now I've got it boxed up and it's costing 3 times what I thought it was going to cost me to ship. What do I do? Help. See that so many times. And the reason is because they didn't measure the box or they didn't know the measurements it was going to ship in. And they end up getting like just raped on dimensional weight.
Yep.
So if you're going to ship something larger on eBay that's bigger than like 12 by 12 by 12, then make sure that you have like the dimensions of that box, the dimensions of that package in the listing, like for the shipping details.
And knowing how you're shipping, like sometimes we use the pirate ship instead from direct from eBay.
Yep.
Because it's cheaper.
Yep. Yeah, like with the new dimensional shipping thing, like when did that implement? This summer? Was it?
Was it March? April?
No.
Well, it was technically like the pricing. Like you were always supposed to put your dimensions in, but like you would get away with not doing it, and like you typically wouldn't get caught. But I think it was technically always a thing. It was just you get away with not doing it. Is that right, Lonnie? You probably know better than I do.
Raise the rates on it, really. It's always been a thing. Like anytime you get over 12 inches with USPS, 12 inches in any dimension, you need to be cognizant of that. 12 by 12 by 12 and smaller, I don't think there's any hit on USPS. But I can tell you, a box in the back, I can tell you that I did a shipment with FedEx the other day, and I put in 12 by 12 by 12, and I got one price. I'm like, wait, that's 12 by 10 by 12 or 12 by 12 by 10. I punched that in, and I got a cheaper price. So FedEx is like,
it's different.
Yeah, it's different with FedEx.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna have to drop here in about 5 minutes. We have a grocery order we have to go pick up.
Yeah, no problem. We can wrap this up here. No problem. We've been on for an hour. What?
Somebody asked what to do with people that don't pay.
People don't pay.
What we do with people that don't pay.
We have automatic unpaid item case set. So like, what's it, like 2 days, I think? And then it opens in the item case.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
And then after 3 days, it'll close, and then you'll get your final value fee back.
Yep.
And they'll get it like an unpaid strike. And if they get so many unpaid strikes, they can get into some trouble or whatever. I don't know.
But still end up paying PayPal, right?
Does PayPal? I don't know. Does PayPal still?
There's no effect there because they haven't paid. So
PayPal, right.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, thank you guys for coming in. This has been a fun stream.
Always a pleasure.
Always fun. You never know what we're going to talk about.
Does it make you proud, Justin?
Does who what?
Almost a year ago.
Oh yeah, it has been almost a year. Holy shoot!
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm very proud of you. I tell Ryan that all the time. I mean, you guys
doesn't know. Justin's the one right there. Justin is the one that discovered us. So we went on his channel, did a live stream, and the rest is history, right?
Yep. Good people. Good people. Hard to come by these days too. So
I think that's back when we still had the goal of our
50 subs.
Yeah.
We are doing Dollar Domino.
That's like a curse word in this house.
How's that 30-day challenge going, Lonnie?
Days already?
Oh man, but yeah, guys. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Please make sure you check out Crazy Dreamers. Make sure you're subbed to this channel. Make sure you're subscribed to Thrift Mine if you're not there. Also, Garage Flips and Garage Geek Guy on these channels. And then
in the description, Garage Flips and RVA Flips in the description if you're not subbed.
And if you are into horror movies, second channel for me is RVA Gorehound. Just search that; it'll come right up.
I'll link it in the description.
I can't wait to go to the mall and ask people what they think the RVA Gorehound is. I can do that.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up because otherwise my wife's gonna come in here and castrate me. But and I don't want to be a eunuch quite yet. So.
Bye, everybody. See ya.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Mm.